The Boston Celtics are still NBA championship favorites, and if you don't believe me right now, I have a good feeling you will by the end of this video, because I've got 5 really good reasons as to why I think that this year's Celtics team is going to repeat as champs. And while yes, I do think the Thunder have a very good argument to be championship favorites, I don't think you can take the team that hasn't gotten out of the second round yet to win the championship. Especially not when there is a team that just won the championship last year, has all of its pieces back, and is looking really good out in the East. Reason number 1 here is quite simply Jayson Tatum. He is the most disrespected superstar in the NBA today. The dude goes out there and puts up 27 points a night, 8.6 rebounds, 5.7 assists, and 1.2 steals in 36 minutes, and still gets hated on for everything he does, no matter what it is. He shoots 46% from the field, 36% from 3 on 10.2 attempts per game, and watch him navigate the pick and roll. Little Spanish pick and roll action here with the big. He's attacking Jericho Sims going downhill. Nice little back screen here by Sam Hauser as Cornette rolls, and Jericho Sims just does a horrible job of covering this. Tatum gets a wide open 3. Once again, exposing Jericho Sims in drop coverage. Easy pull up 3 ball, knocking it down. Exposing the Knicks as a whole, really. And he's a walking mismatch, and that's something that the Celtics do so well, is find these mismatches all throughout the roster. He's 6'9", 215, but plays like a guard. Not many people in the league can cover him. Joe Mazzulla and company do a fantastic job of finding those mismatches and getting Tatum in the position to succeed. Now, he also averages 5.6 assists per game, which is really solid, and he is kind of that floor general for the Celtics at times. Whenever, Drew Holiday is not out there, he'll play the point guard. He can still be better, though, than he has been so far this season, in my opinion. He's shooting 36% from 3 on 10.2 attempts per game, compared to 55% from 2-point range on 9.1 attempts per game. Get downhill, it's a much more efficient shot. It's nearly 20 points more efficient, and you're still jacking up threes. Now, he is 26, so still a lot of time to grow and develop, but goodness gracious, get downhill, please. Now, reason number 2 is Kristaps Porzingis. He only played 7 games in the 2024 playoffs, and he looks pretty healthy so far this season, averaging 19.4 points a night, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.6 blocks in 29 minutes on 48% shooting from the field and 41% from 3 on 6.5 attempts. He's been playing some really good basketball as of late, not even playing 30 minutes a game, but at 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan, he impacts this team so much with what he can do in the post as that pure post presence, blocking shots, throwing outlets here to Jayson Tatum, and then this is just give me that, right? Sorry, Chris Dunn, we're going the other way. Elite rim protection, and he's that mismatch nightmare. We talked about it. The Celtics are elite at this, finding the mismatches, that time getting Harden isolated on Porzingis, and then whatever sorcery this is, he can also do that as well. Reason number 3, the East is very weak, and right now the Celtics are tanking. We've seen teams do this before. Great championship teams. They're still in second. They're 39-16, but from December 19th to January 23rd, they won 11-11. Like I said, we've seen other great teams, other teams trying to repeat, do this before, and the Warriors were the last team to repeat in the NBA in 2017. From February 13th to March 11th, they went 6-6. Not 11-11, but still 6-6. In 2018, they finished 7-10 after starting 51-14. Teams do this. Great teams that are trying to repeat, that have been, playing 100 games a year, getting all the way to the finals, they allow themselves times to coast. They let their superstars rest. They give guys a break, right? Like Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, these guys, they played 100 games last year. They need some time to rest other than, the 2 months they get off in the offseason. Jaylen Brown's missed 9 games. Drew Holiday's missed 11 as he gets up there. Of course, we talked about Porzingis missing the beginning half of the season. He's missed 26 games, and then Horford's missed 12 games as well. That's 4 of their 8 rotation pieces right there. But it's been kind of a blessing in disguise because they've been able to get some other pieces going. Now, reason number 4, the East is considerably weaker than the West. If you look at these standings right here, the 4th seed in the East would be like the 8th seed in the West right now. Now, there are the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are tied for the best record in the NBA with a 44-10 record. They have the number 1 offense and the number 8 defense, in the league, and they do have a really exciting roster, especially a great starting lineup now with DeAndre Hunter in there. I still don't think this team beats the Celtics. It's a great team. I think they can take them to 6, maybe 7 games, but I think by the time the Celtics lock in the playoffs, it's over. Now, adding DeAndre Hunter makes them a legit threat, in my opinion, but still. Then you got the Bucks, who are 29-24, fifth in the East. They started 2-8. This team's been up and down all year long. Started 2-8, then they're 23-9 over their next 32 games, and then limping into the All-Star break, going 4-7 over their last 11 games. They have the 12th best offense and the 12th best defense in the NBA so far this year, and they did make a couple of moves at the deadline, such as bringing in Kuzma. They got KPJ to be their backup point guard, and this is an interesting lineup. I don't think it beats the Celtics, however. We'll see, but I don't think it beats the Celtics. And then you got the Knicks, who right now, if the season ended today, this would be the second round matchup for the Celtics, and the Bucks and Cavs would go at it in the second round, if assuming they won their first round game. The Knicks are 36-18. They have the number 2 offense, but the number 20 defense, and that alone, I think the Celtics take this one just because of that right there, right? In the 2 games they've played this year, the Celtics have absolutely boat raced the Knicks. This lineup is really good. The depth is a concern for me for the Knicks when it comes to trying to beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. Now, of course, OG did not play in the last meeting, which was a 30-point dub for the Celtics. But on opening night, the Celtics won by like 30 as well. So, I don't know. I don't think the Knicks can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. I don't think anybody in the East can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. I don't even think anybody gets to Game 7. But if you've made it this far into the video, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, pretty much everybody that watches these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that's you, go ahead and fix that. Now let's talk about reason number 5, and that's a finals preview, potentially, with the Thunder, who are 44-10. They look like the best team in the league right now, without a doubt. They have the 5th best offense and the best defense. They're the deepest team in the league, as well as being the best. I still have the Celtics. Maybe call me crazy. I still got the Celtics here. I got Tatum, Derek White, Drew Holiday, KP, and Jaylen Brown over whoever that the Thunder are throwing out at them. Now, the one thing I will give them is the Celtics bench has to be playing very good in this hypothetical finals matchup, because they got guys like Isaiah Joe, Caruso, Ousmane Dieng, the other Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Jayson Wallace, right? Lou Dort usually starts, but this is a deep, deep Thunder roster, and it means that this Celtics bench is going to have to really step up with Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Hauser. And then, we talked about it being a blessing in disguise earlier, because they have gotten to use Kata and Cornette in the absence of Porzingis this year, and they're legit threats now. With Pritchard, over the first 28 games of the year, he averaged 16.5 points per game on 49% shooting from the field, 43% from 3 on 8 attempts. However, that was not very long-lasting, right? After that, or since then, he's averaging 12 points a night, 4.3 rebounds, 3.9 assists in 23 minutes a game. He is still shooting 45% from the field and 40% from 3, but this is a guy that the Celtics really need him to step up. And what worries me is, in the game against OKC, he played 11 minutes, scored 0 points, went 0 for 5 from the field, and 0 for 3 from 3. But I have faith in Pritchard. I think he can step up along with guys like Sam Hauser, who played really well in the playoffs last year, and even old man Al Horford at 87 years old. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. We're looking for 300 likes. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.